So hello everyone, I am Dr. Shruti Pandey from University of Louisville. So by now we have taken the questions from superposition theorem, then Thevenin theorem, then Norton's, and this one is the last one, which is maximum power transfer theorem. Right? So you will be asked a question in this way, that you need to find the value of RL and you need to find the value of P max. So as the name signifies, it is maximum power transfer theorem. So you need to find the value of that load or resistor which is taking that maximum power, and the second thing is the magnitude of that maximum power. Okay, so the three things which you need to remember while calculating the question from this particular theorem is: find the value of VTH, the second thing is find the value of RTH, and third, you will make that equivalent circuit, right? Equivalent circuit for maximum power transfer theorem, right? So for this theorem you need to remember the Thevenin's theorem very well, because the VTH and RTH, they are from Thevenin theorem. So the step 1 will be find VTH, right? What is this RTH? This RTH will be the same as RL. So whatever RL you need to find out in the question, the load resistance which is taking that maximum power will be equal to the RTH, right? So let's start with VTH. So what do we do while calculating VTH? The first step is open circuit that particular branch where we need to find the value of current. But in this case, you need to open circuit that branch where this RL is connected, or the load resistance branch you can open circuit. So open circuit RL. The second thing is place a voltage there and call it as VTH. Okay, so let's see how the circuit will look like. This is 120 volt, then this is 10 ohm, this is point A, this is point B. This RL is open circuited now, and this is 5 ohm, and this is 6 ampere, right? So this is where VTH is. You can just name these polarities like plus and minus. If you will get the value of VTH in negative, if you get the negative of VTH, then that means that whatever VTH we have considered is opposite, right? So for now you can just take this. The other thing is, you should know that all this is ground, right? All this is a ground, or you can say that these all are at zero potential. So what do I mean by that? So this is VTH, right? So if I want to calculate the value of VTH, and let's say that we call it, or we try to analyze it with the help of KCL, right, or nodal at the point A. So we considered this voltage as VA, which will be equal to VTH, because VA is also VA with respect to 0, and VTH is also that, like this point is plus VTH with respect to 0, right? And if you want to avoid any kind of confusion, you can also take this VA voltage here. This point and this point will have the same potential, that is VA or VTH, right? Because there is no resistance here in between, so there will be no additional voltage drop. So whatever is the value of voltage here, same will be the value of voltage here, right? So let's quickly I'll rub this off so avoid confusion. So let's take this current as I1, this current as I2, and this current is already the incoming current. So applying KCL at node A, we can write 6 ampere is equal to I1 plus I2, because these two currents are coming out from that node. So what's the value of I1? I1 is VA minus 120 by 10. What is the value of I2? It is VA or VTH minus 0 by 5, right? So this is 6. Let's take least common factor. This is 6. This is 2 VA. This is VA. This is VA minus 120 plus 2 VA, right? And this will be 60 plus 120 by 3 is equal to VA. So VA comes out to be 180 by 3, which is 60. So VA is 60 volt. And what is VA? VA is nothing but VTH. Right? So we got the value of VTH, which was our first step. So we got VTH. Now let's calculate the value of RTH, which will be equal to RL. So step 2 is find RTH. So to find RTH, first we need to open circuit that branch RL, which we have already done while calculating VTH. Then the second step is short circuit all voltage sources, open circuit all current sources, right? So how will the circuit look like? Circuit will look like this. So this 120 volt, this is open short circuited because it's a voltage source. Then this is 10 ohm. This between this A and B terminal you need to find the value of RTH, right? This is 5 ohm and this is open circuited, right? Because this is a current source. So as it do not have, these lines do not have any significance, so we can remove these lines and it will look like this. So if you want to analyze that this is in series, this 10 and 5 or parallel, I told you that you can analyze it in this way, that this is A and B. This 10 ohm is connected between A and B, so you can write it like, or you can draw it like this. This is 10 ohm and this 5 ohm is also connected between A and B. So maybe between this A and B point you can draw this 5 ohm also, right? And this is that point RTH. So RTH will be, these two are connected in parallel, 10 ohm and 5 ohm. So 1 upon RTH will be 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2, or we can write it as RTH is equal to R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2, simplifying this. So it will be 5 into 10 upon 5 plus 10, that is 50 by 15. So it's 10 5. So it's 10 by 3, right? 10 by 3 ohm is the value of RTH, right? So what all was asked in the question? You got the value of RL, right? Value of RL is also 10 by 3 ohm because this is the value of RTH. The second is power, maximum power. So P max, the formula you need to remember this. It will be VTH square upon 4 RL. So what is the value of VTH? VTH is 60. So 60 multiplied by 60 upon 4 into RL is 10 by 3. So it is 3. So 10 6 to 3, right? So it is 270 watt, right? So this is the value of maximum power, 270 watt, right? So now the third step, we'll draw the equivalent circuit, right? How will the equivalent circuit look like? It will have a voltage source VTH, which is 60 volt. Then it will have an RTH, right, which is 10 by 3. And this maximum power is transferred to this RL load between this point A and B. And this RL is equal to RTH, or you can also call it as 10 by 3 ohm. So this is how we need to analyze any maximum power transfer theorem question. We need to find the value of VTH, RTH and make that RL value equal to RTH. So generally you will be asked these things, that find the value of maximum power and find the value of RL, right? So that's all for now. Okay, thank you.